Alrighty, here we go. And thank you for being on the show and also on the end of the last episode with Brandon. That was like fucking cool, man. It was like, can I tell you how I felt? Like how nerdy and shit, like dumb this sounds? I felt like I was in the host of a radio show, right? And
Aw.
and I had a guest, and then it's like, oh, guess who's walking through the door right now? And then you came in, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is my show. This is great. So I totally felt like that. I was so happy.
That's so nerdy. It is adorable.
Let's see. So we met on Wisdom. We talked once.
Yeah,
I don't exactly remember what we talked about.
I don't either.
I don't think you even remembered talking to me.
No.
It was one of those like late night ones too. Like for me, because you said you're from Harlem, but do you still live on the East Coast?
I do. I still live in New York City, but I am no longer in Harlem. I'm on the Queens, Long Island border.
Queens, Long Island. Okay, so that's a
The
nice way.
border,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a nice way of you saying you live in Queens.
I
You just don't want
if I
people
walk
to know that you live. It's like you.
no, if I walk 2 blocks in either direction, I'm in one or the other. I'm kind of right there in the center.
Yes, but can I ask something?
Sure.
Do you live in Queens?
Yes, I live in
You
Queens.
live
I
in
said New York City. I said New York City.
Yeah,
Long Island is not considered part of New York City.
I get it. I get it. You know, it's nice to say like, yeah, I live on Long Island, man. I get it. It's cool. It's chill. Just
I
chilling
mean, I guess.
in Queens. You know, just don't get attacked there and die. You know?
Oh my god.
So when we were when we were transitioning, and God, I'm gonna have to like chop stuff up at the end of the fucking on the one episode. Oh God, and I'm awful at editing. But when we were transitioning from Brandon leaving and then trying to make the audio sound as crisp as possible, bear with us, people. There was one thing that I want to talk about real quick now with you, and
Okay.
I was saying, oh, if this was Rogan's podcast, you would have made sure to use the best mic that you could use, but you said no because
I didn't even know who he was.
okay. And then I told you that he has a huge fan base, but you even said no to that still. Because I really don't know like what your whole like thing is, like why you're on Wisdom, why you're on these social audio apps, like what is the kind of brand in a way that you're trying to build,
Um,
or you just like
well,
do you just like talking to
first of all,
people?
n- no, I actually don't like people very much.
Okay,
Um, I like to help when I can, and I figure that I've at my age, and you and I have discussed my age, sort of. Um, I have a bit of insight into certain areas, and if I can just leave some of that there and it helps someone, then that's a good thing.
gotcha. So in a way, like you know, with your free time, you're okay. You're open to talking to people and just like, yeah, you know, you hear some issues that you're having. Maybe I can give you some words of wisdom, no pun intended, and da 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 da. Kind of go from there.
I mean, it's a little bit more
Well then,
deep. It's deeper than that.
go
I mean,
deeper.
I do have my own podcast.
And what's that about?
Um, it's called Beyond the Pen. I have a co-host. His name is Maccabee Griffin. He actually started the podcast and
That
then asked me to come and co-host with him.
that sounds like a name, like that guy. That's an author right there. That's a guy who's written books.
He
Maccabee.
hasn't.
Well, he should, dude. He could write anything. If people see that the author's name is Maccabee Griffin, that is gonna get an stamp of approval from Oprah Winfrey herself. Maccabee Griffin, Volume 2.
Well, we had to change the title to Beyond the Pen with Maccabee and Marccella because he had our whole name there. And I said to him, well, I don't use my entire name. I'm just Marccella. Like Prince or Madonna.
What? So what's the name? Okay. I don't even use my own. It's just. What was the last one? Madonna or something?
Madonna?
Oh, LaDonna. Why LaDonna?
Madonna, the singer.
Oh, why are you calling yourself Madonna?
I wasn't calling myself Madonna. I just said I only use one name. I don't use my whole name.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a cool podcast, and it's funny that you said it sounds like the name of an author, because we interview authors that have not had a lot of exposure, and now we're branching out. We interviewed a publisher a couple weeks ago, and soon we'll interview other people that are um, there in the process of publishing a book. So an editor, or maybe an artist who has done illustrations for a children's book. There's a lot of people involved.
So do you see like yourself as one of those like podcasts that you're just trying in any way to like help people get noticed more? Things that you
Yes,
guys are interested in, but you're just trying to help them get noticed more in any way that you can.
sure. If we can help, we can help. I mean, I'm sure that Mac has other goals. He is a voice actor,
Well,
and
with a
I'm a
name
voice
like that,
actor.
yeah. You're a voice actor?
Can't you tell?
Oh, you do have a good well, I can't with your microphone, sadly, but I can.
Oh my God! Here we go again with the
It
microphone.
sounds
The
bad.
hater.
It's not hating. It's I get. You know what the thing is? You could throw it back at me and be like, "Well, maybe you should be an actual podcast and get a real fucking studio." It's like, "Oh, really? You were gonna fly out from Monday Morning Dullard?"
I was trying to be nice.
Uh huh.
And then when you could not get us on the podcast and wisdom at the same time, I said, okay, you know what? I'll just throw shade later.
You're throwing it right now. How dare you?
I am.
I'll
I
say
am.
beautiful things about it. I bet your audio doesn't sound like this on the fucking Maccabee fucking podcast.
You're going to have to go subscribe and listen.
I will listen. I don't know. I don't know how to. Actually, I think I
Oh,
do. I don't think I've ever subscribed yet to any podcast, even the ones I listen to, because I only really listen to one.
I was going to subscribe to yours.
Oh, and I just blew it, huh?
Yeah.
I can't. But that is such a girl thing. If you do it, I'll do it. It's like, really, really.
I'm not a girl.
Oh, you're a woman.
I'm a goddess.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
This is why the mic sounds off. I'm talking to you from another plane.
You're off your goddamn rocker, man. Next, you're gonna tell me you're a tarot card reader.
I am a tarot card reader.
I feel like you have the voice and the personality and the looks of someone who reads tarot cards.
I've been doing it a very long time, and they never lie.
Are you being serious? I'm curious.
No, they never lie.
Oh my god.
You're going to ask me for a reading, aren't you?
No, wait. Are you being fucking serious? You do tarot card reading?
Oh my God.
What?
They're literally right next to me. I
Oh,
always
you
have
bet
them
your
right next
sweet
to me.
Harlem ass, you fucking Queens, non-Long Island ass. I'm gonna ask for a fucking tarot card reading. Me and Jem actually had a reading done, both of us, my old co-host, on our old show by a woman who she does tarot cards, and I am not 100% sure, but she at one point it seemed like she had this look in her face of. Like, I usually charge to do these fucking like, what the fuck am I doing this shit for free? Like, in my mind, it's like, if this was Cohen, I bet she would keep going with the tarot card reading. You know what I mean? But I could be wrong. Maybe I'm reading into it. So, can I get like a legit, like full on reading from you?
I will give you a mini read.
See,
How's
what the
that?
fuck's with that? Because you charge, right?
I do charge, but I'm also not here to do tarot reading.
Okay. Well, all right. I'm sorry. I didn't know this was the Marccella show with guest Jamie Dell. All right, let's do the tarot card.
It sure is.
We'll do the tarot card reading, and then that's fine because that's definitely not going to take up. See, that's the thing. How long does a in-depth tarot card reading actually take?
It depends how many questions you have and how many spirits want to talk to you.
I don't think anyone really wants to talk to me, but I always.
I don't know. I have one here that's just giving me this look of disapproval. So let's see.
Okay, so yeah, let's. I'll go based since you're the expert on this. Let's do what you said. Let's do a mini reading. So yeah, let's start this off.
Sure. Well, I see that you are very strong-willed and very persistent in your endeavors. That's the Nine of Wands.
It's also rapist.
And then it's wow.
Keep going. Oh no. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Wow. Also, Seven of Wands, perseverance and conviction. You really are very determined to you're very determined to succeed. You've got the Six of Swords, which is like a rite of passage. You're feeling safety in your current situation, and you are overcoming obstacles.
I love this. This is the most fucking what's it called? Positive reinforcement I've had in a long time. This is, dude. No
Well,
wonder people pay you for this.
you've also got the moon, which means that
Oh jeez.
you've got
Oh no.
you're very deep in your emotions, and you've got a vivid imagination. Nothing during our talk has shown me any proof of that, so I'm just going by what the tarot's saying.
Okay.
Here we go. Two of Coins, balancing acts, priorities. Better watch your money. Make sure you're paying your bills.
I always watch my money. That's one of the very few things I'm really good at is I follow a very step-by-step percentage process of my net income with my needs, wants, and savings, and I'm really good at that. However, the thing that scares me is I just made a really big purchase, which is very unlike me. And sometimes when I make big purchases like that, I always kind of tell myself, don't let this become a fucking habit, man. So,
Yeah, that's what the cards are saying right there. The Two of Pentacles there.
holy shit. Holy shit.
So, are you in a relationship?
I just gotta, well, I didn't go into depth with Brandon last episode, but I just got out of one, but we are every now and then seeing each other. And then we have sex, and then like
Yeah,
we feel
I
like
can see that.
we feel like shit, and then we're just
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, it's one of those.
Well, yeah, two of cups. That's partnership. That's actually soulmate card. So you guys are probably soul tied in some way. And then you've got two of swords in reverse, which is it's kind of indecision. You guys need to get over this shit. Move on from each other. Was there a third party involved at any time
No, that's the fucking weird
that
thing
you know of?
that 100%. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not.
because two
I'm
of
not.
swords. She may have somebody already.
Well, that just made me sad. But
Yeah, sorry.
that could be true.
It's cool though. You've got the Fool, which is a new beginning. So there's some good stuff coming.
Wait, why
to
couldn't
you.
there be something? Why couldn't there be a third party with me?
Okay.
Because I am talking to like other girls at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
but there wasn't another girl that stopped the relationship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
I'm not. And by the way, I'm not being one of those guys like my girl would never. I don't fucking know. She could be sucking like 9 dicks right now. Be having just a bit, just like just crushing it. I have no idea.
So I can't let my kid listen to this later on when it's uploaded. Thank you.
I told you this was an explicit show.
I know. I'm joking. So you got some more stuff. You got the Five of Swords. This is this says that
Text that bitch right now.
you're being very self-serving.
What does that mean?
What does self-serving mean?
Like selfish, basically?
Yeah, I mean, yes, pretty much.
I do have that feeling of like, sometimes I feel like when I talk to people, I'm only talking to them at that moment because I'm trying to see like, all right, well, what can I get out of this?
Yeah, that sounds like you. You also got the World, which is completion. So that relationship, that's just gonna come to an end. Whatever it is, there's no more after this.
Wait, what? Wait. The with my ex or with the world?
Yeah, with the ex.
Why? What does the world
done.
card? Why does the world card say that?
It's completion. It means it has gone full circle, and it's done.
Gotcha. But why does that mean it for the relationship and not something else like money or career or anything?
Because it came out with that Two of Cups. I mean, if you want the relationship to be renewed, you should go talk to her.
No. I'm asking questions.
Might I recommend couples therapy?
Couples therapy, she said. No, I was literally just asking because I didn't know it came out with the Two of Cups.
Yeah. Also, man, you got a lot of shit going on here, Jamie.
What the fuck? Mini my ass.
Yeah, no, see, this is bad. You got Nine of
geez.
Swords. You're feeling really anxious about something. Actually, there's something in your life that's making you feel very hopeless.
Well,
And you're bringing this to yourself with the Chariot. For some reason, it's almost like you can't help it. You're willing it into existence. But be Rest assured. Rest assured. Everything is going to turn out okay because whatever happens there, you've got the star, which means you still have hope that things are going to be okay and they will be renewed. And then after that, you've got judgment, which means you're going to have an epiphany.
I'm going to be born again, basically.
I hope not.
Ha, fuck you. Well, I mean, I've been dealing with chronic nerve pain for a little while, years basically, and but like I do sometimes see that the things I do, it's almost like when someone has a cut or a pimple, like they pick at it and they make it worse. I do feel like I've been picking at it for so long, I haven't made it better, and if I just like stopped picking at it and stopped stressing and kind of just followed things the way I should follow it, eventually it will heal.
So a lot of this is psychosomatic for you. You've got the Ten of Swords, you've got the Six of Cups, and you've got the Lovers. This means this shit needs to end now or it's going to get worse.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Finality, Ten of Swords. That means it's going to end really bad unless you do something about it.
Yeah. Unless I pay you money for more readings. That's where it all comes around.
I wasn't asking for anything.
No, that's true. You're being nice. All right. Let me stop being a dick.
Can you?
I can. I had like three cans of soda with Brandon. Like I'm in me talking to Brandon mode right now, you know?
Let's see.
Anything else possibly going on?
Let's see. What's your sign?
Aquarius.
Figures.
Unreal. It's
What?
unreal. What do you mean, why? Why'd you say figures?
Oh, did I say that?
You did say that out loud.
Oh, sorry.
You don't have to be sorry, but why'd you say figures?
I wasn't really sorry.
God damn it. It can like, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. Why did you say figures?
Oh, just your attitude.
Yeah, but like why? Or like what are Aquariuses usually like?
Self-serving.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't look in your brain.
Look into the stars, Jamie.
I really do think that all in all, you're a compassionate person because you've got the King of Cups, which means that you really can be very nice. Although you have the devil as well.
Fucking devil! Who cares how many cups I have?
I think you're like truly just afraid and you're codependent. So that's what happens with that card.
Yeah, well, who am I codependent on though?
I don't know. But here you are. You came up in your own reading, the King of Swords.
And what again is the King of Swords?
He's kind of an asshole.
The King of Swords is kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
So that's.
But you know what? You wanted to know about the future? The universe. You got the universe. That's infinite growth.
Okay.
And you've got the Ten of Coins, which means that you can come into lots of money. However, you have to be philanthropic.
That's I don't trust words I can't spell. So what does that mean?
It means you have to be giving because when you give, you get it back tenfold. And it's giving unconditionally, like without thinking, well, if I do this, then I'll get it back.
But that just seems impossible though. Like no matter what goes on in my life, I'll always if I give something, I'll be like, oh yeah, karma's like, you know what I mean? Like that just seems like an impossible task.
I don't know. I mean, you see a guy on the street and he asks for $1 and you have $1. Would you give it to him?
Sometimes I do. Usually I don't. Like if I'm in a car and homeless guys like,
But when you do you think, well, I'm going to get that $1 back today?
No, I think, man.
There you go.
No,
that's unconditional.
That's not because he like, I felt guilty. Like if I don't give it to him, I feel like a dick. So like I gave
guilty.
Yeah, like it's almost like I'm too much of a pussy to be like, no. Like, I wish I had the balls to be like, I don't donate it. Well, I do at the cash register. I fucking never click that. Do you want to donate $1, $3, $5? Do you want to suck my dick? I'm trying to buy pears. Like, dude. So I never.
Who eats pears?
I was trying to think of a funny food.
Ew.
It really fell way like that was an awful food.
Yeah, that's really awful.
I should have. There's. I panicked, but yeah, no. I'm very rare do I donate at this point because then I'm always thinking it's not really going to a good cause. I guess when it's a homeless person though, I don't think.
There are other ways
I
to
don't think
be
there's a C.
philanthropic.
I don't think there's a big
No.
CEO. Well, give me other ways. What are other examples?
Okay. Do you like animals? And like not to eat. I mean, do you like animals?
Yes, I like animals.
Okay. You come into some money, go and buy 100 bags of dog food and leave them at the shelter. Buy 100 cat beds, leave them at the shelter.
Now, if I did that, I would just be like, well, eventually I'm going to make my money now because Marccella told me there's no way I can do that without thinking about you and this whole tarot reading thing.
Well, then you can donate them in my name.
No, but what I'm saying, I don't know. You know what I think it is though? I think no matter what, and there has to be a gray area because if there's not, one dumb thing that philosophy taught me that is if everyone has something, then no one has something. But no matter what, when you do something, there's always a selfish reason behind it. Like when someone loves their mother, it's like, well, how's that selfish? It's like, of course it's selfish. You love your mother because it's your mother. You don't love anyone else's mother because you don't care. It's not your mother. The reason you love this one woman in particular, it's because it's you, the person, the selfish person, it's your mother. That's why you love her. So I don't know. I always think there's a selfish reason behind anything.
I don't know about that. Not everybody loves their mother.
Yeah, you're right. You could hate your mother because you're selfish and you hate that woman because but
maybe she's just not a nice person, period.
That's fair. Yeah.
There you go. Stop overthinking everything. I'm not on this podcast because I think it's going to do something for me. I came because you asked me. It's like, all right, cool.
Trust me, it's not going to do anything for me.
There you go.
For me, you, or anyone who's ever come on. But I love the fact that you guys come on, and so far I've had a fun time with all the guests that have come on, and I like inviting people that I think I'm going to have fun conversations with. And so far, I'm having a really nice time, even though you just been kicking my dick in the dirt.
Harlem. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you the last 4 cards you got were really nice cards.
Okay, dope.
The first one is the death card, which means that you're transitioning. Here we go.
Are you kidding me? It's a really nice card. You're gonna die.
It's a really nice card because when death comes up in the tarot reading, it means that you're transitioning from something into something much better. So something bad about you, probably this nasty attitude that you've got, is going to somehow stop. And then a more beautiful, happy, loving Jamie will emerge.
No. I don't want, listen, all right, shit. How do I explain this? I know that
Like, it's not necessarily your character. It just means that something is ending for you. But when you come out of it, when you come out of the other side, it's going to be a new life, like a new life, a new beginning. And the other 3 cards that you got kind of clarify this.
Okay, go ahead.
And they corroborate it. You've got the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about possibilities. So there's going to be a lot more possibilities on your plate for you. Whatever it is that you think you're going to do, guess what? You got the Magician. That means you're manifesting these things. So whatever it is that you've been trying to do, it's coming to you. You're a natural manifester, Jamie. And then the last card that came up was the 6 of Wands. And I rarely pull anything after the 6 of Wands because the 6 of Wands is simply victory.
They rarely pull. Yeah. I'm telling you, this almost never happens. The 6 of Wands.
You're going to be calling me soon. It's going to be Marccella. Marccella, guess what?
Okay.
I'm always right.
You never had a reading where someone was like, I'm out of here, and they never came back?
Yeah. Yeah, no, they always come back. I had somebody about 2 years ago tell me, no, none of that resonates. And I said, okay, well, that's what Spirit has to say to you. She left. And then 6 months later, she came back and she says, oh my God, hey, remember me? And I said, yes. And she says, remember the reading you gave me? I said, no. And she says, well, I wanted to tell you, I saved the cards and everything you said came true. I said, wow, that's amazing.
Why are you so cold to people?
I'm not.
It just sounded like she was so happy.
I think it's just my neurodiverse brain. Like, okay.
Were you, hold on. Let's see. When you told me something off air. How about this? Because I want to ask it and make sure you want to talk about it. You asked if I was autistic.
Yes.
Now, do you want to talk about the other thing?
That I am?
That you, okay. You're open with that.
Sure, why not?
Okay, yeah, because when you told me it was off air, so I didn't know if you'd be cool with that. So you
It's not a badge of shame.
now, to be fair, I just got a tarot reading from an autistic
Yeah.
person. So I mean, like,
Yep.
how accurate? Are you Are you sure you weren't using like a fucking poker deck or something? Were you playing Texas Hold'em this whole time? You're just like,
No,
yeah.
no,
Ah, shit, your mic's cutting in and out now.
I said, no, I don't even know how to play that.
So I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. Like, if you would have never told me you were autistic, I would have never known. I could have died.
Why?
Because
Why would you not have known?
because I have preconceived notions of someone who's autistic.
Right.
Is yeah.
So you're thinking Dustin Hoffman and Rain Man.
I'm not. I'm not. Wait, I just fucking made something go off on my laptop. I can't. Oh my god, cancel. Oh my god. Oh my god, cancel. Oh my god. My fingerprint. Like I didn't even hit my laptop. Dude, this Lenovo sucks. All right.
Oh wait, you have a Lenovo too? I was telling you I have one.
I know. That's why I stopped talking when you said it, because I was irate that you were like, who the fuck has a... You literally said, who has a Lenovo? Like, they fucking suck. And I'm over here looking at my Lenovo that needs to be repaired. And I'm like, this fucking autistic bitch. Are you kidding me right now?
I'm psychic.
Yeah, seriously. Now I believe you. No, I don't think Dustin Hoffman Raymond. But what I do think is a lot of autistic people that I've ever met are very socially awkward. And I don't think that's even a preconceived notion. I think that's like, in a way, and correct me, listen, I'll let you talk. Correct me if I'm wrong. Almost accurate. Like that's one of almost the symptoms. But you didn't even, in my mind, came off as socially awkward. You just came as a sarcastic chick from New York.
Oh, give me time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because everybody else thinks I'm awkward.
I guess because I'm really fucking awkward. But yeah, so, all right, eliminate in a way my preconceived notions, if you can.
Okay. Okay, so I have 3 children on the spectrum. 2 are adults, and then I've got my little one. And whenever I take her anywhere, she's very high functioning, super intelligent. People will speak with her, and then she might have a meltdown, or she might be very sensitive about something. Maybe someone touched her. She doesn't like to be touched. Or she might touch something that didn't feel nice to her, and she'll cry, and they'll say, well, what's wrong? And I'll say, well, she's autistic, and sometimes certain textures really affect her adversely. And they'll say, oh, wow, she doesn't look autistic. And I'll say, well, I put her normal clothes on today.
That's because people get autism mixed up with Down syndrome.
And lots of other things. Yes.
Yeah. And Down syndrome is the one that makes you kind of like, yeah, it's, you kind of look Asian.
Okay.
Now, so is your husband, is he autistic?
No, he's fabulous.
Okay. But you're saying all 3 of your kids are on the spectrum, the autism spectrum, correct?
I said 3 of my children are. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. How many children do you have?
A lot.
Jesus Christ, you're just pumping them out there, Marccella.
I also have 2 grandchildren.
Jesus Christ, what is this, Little House on the Prairie? My God.
No. And don't make any Mexican jokes either.
Did I make the other Mexican joke on air or off air? I forget. When I was talking about the novellas. Novellas. Well, now, when you're autistic, do your kids have a higher rate of having autism? Like, is there a greater chance for an autistic person to give birth to someone with autism?
Well, they say that there is no proof of that. They haven't had enough information from their studies to corroborate that. There's no information. There's no proof. I personally think that there is. I think that it is genetic. I see my little one acting in a way that I used to, and when I was a small child. And she's not mimicking this behavior because she has never seen me as a child. However, I've noticed patterns that all of my children, have gone through at different stages in life, and like stimming or self-harm, becoming extremely involved in something, and then like a light switch right in the middle of this act, they will just say, "Oh, I'm done," and walk away, like reading a book or watching a movie or doing a puzzle.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So now, like, you're thinking now there is a genetic reason. So, and this is my question to you: Do you think? Do you at all like feel bad in a way? Like, geez, maybe it wasn't best to have any kids because now they have autism, or do you not see that at all?
Nope. No, they're fabulous too. They're all different. I've got one kid whose IQ is probably higher than yours and mine. And
Definitely higher than mine. Trust me, definitely higher than my IQ.
um, hold on. Thank you. Then I've got,
I feel like one of your kids just came in with like a little thing of hot chocolate.
No,
Like, here you go.
no, they made dinner for me.
Oh, that's
Fabulous
sweet.
family.
That is nice.
No, I don't think. I think that I've actually given them an advantage because they see the world very differently than most other people. I mean, my daughter, she's telling me she needs to stand underneath the aurora borealis. I don't know anybody else at the age of 8 who knew what that was.
I don't know anyone who's me who knows that is.
Aurora borealis of the northern lights. And
Okay.
I also don't know any 10-year-olds. She's currently 10, but she's been doing this for 2 years. I don't know any 8-year-olds who are teaching themselves to code.
That's insane, dude. And that's huge money if she learns how to do that at that age. Like, oh my God.
That's exactly what she wants to do.
Crushing
And there
it.
are other things. She makes her own videos for her business. And, a couple of weeks ago, she's looking around and I said, "What are you doing?" She says, "I need a green screen." I said, "What's a green screen?"
Well, first off, the fact that you don't know what a green screen is, that's crazy. What, take a step back. What do you
Yeah.
Your autistic 10-year-old needed a green screen for the videos she makes for her own business.
Yes, she owns a business.
She owns a business.
Yes.
Is it a lemonade stand?
No. She owns a crystal shop. A virtual one.
She sells virtual crystals?
No, she sells crystals online. Meaning it's not a physical shop.
So she runs an e-commerce at 10 years old.
I help her.
I understand that, but that's like oh my God. Do you know what you just did, by the way?
What did I do?
You just like took some stain away from your own 10-year-old daughter. Like your kid's at Shark Tank presenting her company, and like you push her aside, like, "Hey guys, by the way, I'm like the brains of the operation here. Like I'm
No. She's the brains.
Oh shit.
And I meant that in a way that she's got school, She's 10. She's in the 5th grade.
Okay, so you just want to. I'm a really good assistant.
I really am.
Okay, don't worry. You'll move up in the company in no time. There's just no room right now. We're waiting. Some people
pays me to do work.
We gotta wait till a couple people retire, and the pieces will get there. Just in time, Marccella, in time.
A couple people. There's only the 2 of us, so.
Holy shit! I feel like I just started something. Like, no matter what, this episode's gonna end. And you're gonna just be pacing back and forth. That little bitch. She thinks she can undermine me just because she's got majority.
I gotta tell you, she's pretty fucking fabulous. She came up with this idea 2 years ago, and everything inside of me was saying, "Don't do it, don't do it. You don't have enough time in the day to even have a meal." And I said, "Okay, let's do it." And she's so good at this, and she picks them herself when we go to the distributors. She will tell me how many she needs. Other times, she will actually take crystals with her in her pocket. And if she sees someone in the street who looks sad, she'll hand it over to them. She knows exactly what somebody needs. She also is learning to read tarot. She's been doing that for almost 2 years.
I was going to say, it goes perfectly with the tarot reading.
It really does. And she's creating her own videos. I gave her a phone last year in July. And I said, "Okay, here, now you've got to do this." So, she was pretty consistent until she joined student council. And she just started making a few of them again last month. And then she says to me, "I need a green screen." And I'm like, "I don't even know what a green screen is." And she says, "You'll see when I'm done." So she found a green cloth, and she she created this video, and it's up on her TikTok. And like for me, I think it's a little rough, but she's 10.
She's 10. And by the way, I don't even know, like, I tried doing TikTok for the podcast. I gave up immediately. I'm like,
I don't know how to do that either.
I have no idea.
No, but she uploads them, and she puts a watermark on her videos. And
Genius.
I remember saying to somebody, I said to someone, she's adding a watermark now, and they said, "Oh, that's easy." And I said, "Well, I don't know how to do it," and she's 10.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. She's 10. Like, what the fuck's why is everyone taking away from this little girl's achievements? Christ.
I hear that there's a lot of envy there because they said you've got the cute kid factor. So whatever.
Oh,
it's
like
her business.
She's big on TikTok because like she's making cute kid videos.
She's actually not even big on TikTok. We just started this not too long ago, and she's learning it.
Fuck that, dude. Like your kids, as long as she's having fun and she feels like she's achieving something, and you feel as like a mom that she's achieving, like who cares? Yeah.
Well, she sells.
And
she's really good at selling.
She's selling shit. That's crazy. Well, that's one preconceived notion I also had about autistic people. Mm-hmm. And tell me if I'm wrong. I usually go based off my perspective on like anything. Because there's so much shit online now, like, well, the facts and sources say this. And then like someone else can have completely opposite views with facts and sources. And I'm over here just like, well, then I don't know who to believe. So I just go based off what I see in my day-to-day life. And what I've seen with my interactions with autistic people is that autistic people usually are very, very honest. They are very more honest than just, me or normal fucking people. Is that true, or is that just based off my perception?
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You and Brandon, one of you said I was very direct.
I think it was Brandon.
Okay. So yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know how to lie. I'm just going to tell you to your face. Well, not to your face, to your ears right now.
I just thought you were like an older New York style. It's like, I got like, who the fuck? I don't care who these guys are. I'm going to be very direct. So I didn't even know again.
I mean, I am from Harlem originally, but I didn't grow up big, toughy or anything,
But yeah, that's the word, like honest, direct. So
yeah, no.
Okay, so that is true.
It's like if you put a T-shirt on and you say, "Hey, what do you think of this?" and I hated the color, I would say, "I really don't like that."
Well, when I was telling you that your microphone sounds like shit, you were grilling me. Like you're like, "Why are you being such a dick?"
I actually didn't say that.
I think you said. I think you said, "Are you always a dick?" or something like that.
I called you a jerk.
You didn't say dick once.
No.
I gotta play back the tape.
I think I said you're an asshole.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You should own that shit.
I don't like unown it. I just kind of
like Dennis Leary did. He even wrote a song about it. Like, own it.
No, that's called. First off, he most likely, based off many times being said, took that bit from Louis C.K. It's not even his own fucking song. So yeah. Second off.
Well, he stole it from him. He is an asshole.
But actually, yeah, that's actually true. Second off, that's just some of that's shtick in my mind, from him at least.
Of course it is.
I don't like shtick. I don't like it. I hate shtick, dude. It's like just like I can deal with it maybe if anything's entertaining, it's entertaining. But shtick is very rarely entertaining to me. It gets boring. It's just annoying. It's like a lot of female comedians have to be like these raunchy, edgy. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Women don't
I
talk
really don't like
that.
a lot of comedians. Yeah.
How come?
I like Ellen.
Like Ellen DeGeneres?
I do.
Oh my God.
I liked Robin Williams stand up.
Robin Williams was very good. I liked him. There's probably someone listening. He also stole too. Like, yeah. Robin Williams is entertaining.
The Filipino guy's name.
The Filipino. I don't fucking know.
The guy who talks about his mom. Oh my God, he's hilarious. Talks about playing the Wii with his mom.
Filipino comedian. Is he
Joe
young?
something? Joe. Hold on.
Is he young? Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe Coy.
That guy, he's funny.
Oh my God, Joe Coy is funny.
What about John, what's his name? He played the pig in the Spider-Verse movie.
The Spider-Verse John.
He said he played was it Spider Pig or Peter Porker? I don't know.
Oh, John Mulaney?
Yeah, he's funny.
He's one of my favorite. Yeah, he's one of my favorite.
Yeah,
comedians.
he's one of my favorites.
He's amazing.
One of my kids introduced me to him. So
Street Smarts. Yeah, he's fucking great. I love him.
yeah.
So you actually like a lot of comedians, or it sounds like.
That's only a little bit compared to all the comedians in the world.
Well, it's so fun. Like now, every idiot has a podcast. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I think this is the second time I made that joke on this fucking show. It wasn't funny the first time. Won't be funny the second. But yeah, dude, I've been meaning to make an episode where it's just me on an episode, and I was going to do a tier list of a ton of comedians, but like, I want to do a lot of comedians because in my mind, there are so many fucking bad ones that people think are good. And I'm just like, how the fuck, like, I mean, it's perspective or whatever. It's objective, but like, damn, dude, there's a lot of unfunny comedians out there. So many unfunny stand-up comedians. It's crazy.
Yes, agreed. I mean, I got one more. Stephen Wright. He was my favorite when I was a kid.
Wait, the deadpan, dry humor.
Yeah, I used to love him.
Great. Did you like Dimitri Martin at all?
No.
What the fuck? What are we doing here? Come on. I bet there's also someone going to listen to this. Like, the fact that you would put him in the same class shows that you know nothing about. I always love that. The fact that I always love when someone starts a sentence.
You sound like Strong Bad right now.
You know fucking homestarrunner.com?
I do. My friends call me Marzipan.
You are autistic. That's awesome. Homestar Runner, man. You don't know this other website. I just want to mention it. Do you remember a website called stickdeath.com?
Give me a little bit more. Is it the stick people used to fight each other?
Yes.
And they used
to kill each other. There'd be green ones and blue ones with blood. Yes. Yeah. What? Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's awesome that you know that.
Well, you sound like Homestar Runner when he did the comic strip of the girls, the teenage girls. What was that called?
So I sound retarded, is what you're trying to say. And I have no arms. Kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one off the top of my head with Homestar where he read like something about girls or whatever.
No. It was Strong Bad. Strong Bad was the one he did a comic strip.
Let me see if I can jog my memory. Strong. Oh my god.
Strong Bad's Marzipan's answering machine was my favorite skits.
See, I don't remember. It's not like South Park to me where I can say things or whatever. But if I started watching them, I'd be like, yes, that's right. I remember those. Like I remember Strong Bad reading emails. That's a classic one.
And there's Coach Z, Strong Sad.
What's
the cheat?
The cheat. Oh, remember the techno?
The system is down.
The system is down. The system is down. Dude. I fucking love that with the glow stick. I would listen to the tech. I was listening to the techno, like the remix of that maybe 2 months ago in my car. I fucking love that shit.
So you go around burnating.
And then they did a song with the dragon. What's his name?
So I just said that. Are you burning the countryside?
Oh shit! That song I don't remember a lot off the top of my head. How does that one go? Homestar Runner. Trogdor. Oh my god, dude!
Burning the countryside.
Yes. Remember when he drew the fucking? Oh, you got a dragon.
The muscle arm.
Dude, that has to be where It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia got the thing with the muscle arm looking like a dick, and like just the.
I've never watched that.
I just binge watched season 1 all the way to season 15 within like a 1 or 2 week span, so I was happy.
I like horror. Is it horrible? I like horror.
You like horror or horrible?
Well, if it's horrible, it could be considered horror.
That's another thing I've noticed about autistic people. They they don't have any transitions. They just go to the next scene with no transition.
Yes.
Which is cool though. It keeps the conversation going. You don't have to do that like Anyways, no, you guys are just like,
Yeah.
oh, I like apples. All right, so no, it's
I
not.
actually don't.
It's not a horror show. It's a not a sketch comedy. It's a sitcom. It's a sitcom.
Oh, I don't like comedy.
Yeah, yeah. You don't like comedy at all, for the most part. I mean, well, you said you like Ellen DeGeneres, so yeah, you don't like comedy at all.
I like some anime.
I never got. I tried getting into anime, but I feel like a fag when I watch it. So like I turn it off and,
Oh, come on.
and question my sexuality. So it's really weird with me. But I did watch.
Really? You have a problem with your sexuality?
No, I won't.
I support you, Jamie.
Oh, you do? Thank you. Maybe I do. Who knows?
I do. I have a trans child, so I support you.
Really?
I do.
Is that trans child also autistic?
Yes.
That is. Listen, I get annoyed when people label themselves on Twitter, but I mean, how do you not go autistic trans child? Like, how do you not like that's a nice resume.
They don't label themselves.
Ah, darn.
They don't.
What was the transition from and to?
Male to female.
Fully?
Male to female.
Fully.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, because this isn't a thing in New York State. You have to live as the opposite gender first for 2 years and see a therapist to make sure that you are doing what is best for you emotionally as well as physically in the long run.
Now, what does that mean? Live as the opposite gender for 2, like, why can't you just go be like, oh, I've been like this for 5 years and then snip, snip, like what do they have? What are the qualifications that they have to meet for these 2 years?
So there have been times when transgender people have transitioned fully and then regretted it later on or had issues with their new body parts and I'm paraphrasing here because there's like this whole thing about it. However, you have to have a psychiatrist sign off on it just to make sure you're okay. In the long run, they just want you to be okay. They don't want anyone killing themselves after the operation, after the transition. And I think it's fair. Live that way. Make sure you see your doctor, get all your checkups, make sure you're mentally okay with it because a lot of them become very depressed. And I know a trans person who tried to kill themselves. So it's a very serious thing.
So when they're going through this process for 2 years, they have to do like checkups with doctors and people that are signing off, like all the red tape and everything to approve all this.
If they're going to have the surgery, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you know what I think all people that are going through that transition, what they should do? I think
what do you think?
I think all of them, especially if they haven't yet.
There's no X in that word.
I think all trans people, what they should do is they should all get a tattoo. Doesn't matter what or where, what.
Why would they need a tattoo?
Because
branding them. You want to brand them?
Wow! Oh boy! Okay, hold on. This is not a Holocaust thing. Holy shit! All right, everyone, back the fuck up. Holy shit! That went really south. That was like Hurricane Harbor right there, just going down the slide. I think they should all get a tattoo, and then if they get a tattoo, right? And then see, after like time goes by, are they still okay with the tattoo? Like get a tattoo that they really want in an area that they really want. Like I want a butterfly on my left ankle. And then see, a couple months go by, maybe a year and a half goes by. And they're like, I think this tattoo is kind of stupid. Right there and then. That should be like your point where you're like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do. Do you kind of get it now? For the love of God, it's not a fucking bark.
No, I think it's ridiculous. Ridiculous because a trans person is uncomfortable in their body, in the gender that they were assigned. So if they transition to the gender that they really are, it's for the most part going to make them feel much more comfortable as themselves. If it happens too fast and they don't have the help that they need, that's when they become They become suicidal. Sometimes they're not accepted by their peers, by their family. There are lots of people in the LGBTQ community who do not accept this, who do not think that this is a good idea. So, see your doctor. Everybody should be seeing a fucking doctor. Go get your regular checkups.
I kind of get what you're saying, because at that point, if someone didn't have a tattoo and you go, all right, like, get a tattoo, it's like they might not want one to begin with. Where like the transition thing, they want at some point, obviously, they wanted that to begin with. I get it to that. But how about this? The gray area. Say someone wants to transition, but they also want a tattoo. I say get the tattoo first. It's kind of like it's like people who they go, hey, do you think a kid is good for this relationship? Get a dog. Get a dog, get a cat, get a fucking goldfish, and see how you guys do with that. If it ain't going well, then you probably shouldn't have a kid yet. Huh? Is that a good silver lining to this?
How many people actually do that?
How many people should? Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm asking. How many people actually do that? There are people having babies left and right for no good reason other than they were horny.
Or Mexican.
Wow. Fuck you. Seriously.
But right or wrong though, correct?
What am I answering?
They should probably. Does that like make sense? The whole like having a dog. The dog cat thing didn't even make sense either.
The dog cat thing. I guess.
Okay.
I guess it's like go to your friend's house, go to someone who has a baby, go to a daycare and volunteer and change a few diapers. And if you think that you're not going to hurl, then you can probably handle changing diapers for a year or two. And then if you think that this is something that you really enjoy, holding that little thing while it's sleeping in your arms or feeding it or reading a book to it, then you know what? Maybe explore this with another person and really sit down and talk about it and say, hey, do you want to have a kid?
What were some of the talks we transitioning from a guy to a girl, correct?
My child?
Yes.
Yes. Now, I have a brother who's trans as well.
A brother?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. So, okay. Well, now he as in like he now, or like what was he?
Yeah. He came out 20 years ago and he's female to male.
Female. And he had the surgery or whatever, right? Or did the full whatever you can do fully, really? And how long has he been now fully in his, I guess, male body or whatever?
Oh, I don't know. We haven't seen each other in a long time. But I will tell you that he has transitioned.
Okay.
And he's been living as a man for almost 20 years.
So are you guys not on good terms or speaking terms?
Oh, no. Alex just lives far away.
Okay. So, like, have you ever had Alex reach out to your child who's transitioning to, like, talk to your child to be like, hey, these are some things that you might go through? Or
No. My kid actually has a great support system in their friends. They're a streamer online on what is that platform called? Twitch. And
I feel like that would be an awful place to be. I don't know. I feel like there's just so much fucking
huge community there.
I don't know. I feel like there's just so much insanity online. I feel like there's always going to be someone there.
It's not just them. They have lots of friends. They were part of the LGBTQ club at college, and we're really supportive as parents. My kid's father is whatever transpired between us has been an amazing dad.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
How old is your child that's going through this right now?
They will be 24 in June.
Gotcha. And when you first heard about it, what was your thought?
I found out secondhand. I found out from my little one.
What did your little like? Hey, mom, so and so wants to.
She's talking about her sister, and she's going on it. And I turned around, and I looked at her, and I said, "What are you talking about?" And she says, "My sister." And I said, "What do you mean your sister?" And she says, Riley. And I said, "Riley's not your sister." And she says, "Oh yes, their preferred pronouns are she, they." And I said, "Wait a minute."
Oh.
So I had a conversation with them, and I said, "You could have just told me."
I think any 20-something-year-old is going to be afraid to tell anyone, to their mom or dad. Like, fucking.
We've always been super supportive, and And I don't, I'm not throwing shade at my kid. They had to do things in their own way.
Hmm.
And I just have to be a supportive parent, period.
Are you at all fearful in any way of him going, or Riley going through Riley going through this fully, and then just possibly regretting it?
No. I think that Riley has a very good head on her shoulders, and whatever she does, like I said, she has a really great support system. Her partner, myself, her dad, her siblings, family. Her granddad's really great and supportive over this. We're all going to be here, so there's people to lean on. So I think my fear is just that society still has not accepted it.
I think there's a couple parts to it. Like there's
Absolutely, there is.
There's a lot of different moving pieces of people not accepting it. Like that thing that you just did there, where you said, I think no, because I said him and then you said her, and I said her.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, I said her because I like this conversation I'm having with you. I'm having fun talking to you. You're not being a dick about it. There are, sadly, some people that literally are trying to force people by law. Like, literally, if you do not say the things I want you to say, you are going to be punished. And those people really like water down a lot of things. There's other people for some reason who can't just let people do what the fuck. If someone, dude, be a fucking whatever. As long as you're not hurting me or anyone else, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. I really don't care. I don't understand how that's hard. And that's the thing. There's like 5% they're like, well, my religion. It's like, throw those people away. They don't count. Like, that's fake. That doesn't even exist anymore. No one's actually that.
Oh, goodness.
That's not that's retarded. Whatever. But the other people that like just no, it's just why. Why? It's not going to do anything to anyone except for the person who's going through it. And that's their life. Let them live their... It's not your life, bro. You have two eyes. You see things through those eyes only. You're not seeing it through their eyes. That's their fucking life. Let them live their goddamn life. Why is it that hard to allow that?
Exactly. Why is it that hard?
I don't know. You tell... I mean, you are going through it, obviously, in a different way than I'm experiencing it. Like, what are the other things that you see in society that make you fearful?
Ugly comments. Someone I cared about very much said, I really hope that they change their mind because they wouldn't make a pretty woman. And it made me sad. I'm like, it's not even about being pretty. It's about my kid being comfortable in their own skin.
Well, I think comments like that, though, in a way, could help too, because it opens that conversation. It gives you an opportunity to say what you just said. Like, there could be a silver lining in there. I'm not saying ugly comments aren't ugly. Maybe I'm defending myself because I say dumb shit all the time.
I'm sure you do.
I mean, you heard me like 9 times. How many fucking Mexican jokes can I make? I mean, Jesus Christ.
It was kind of like 15 times.
Yeah. So, again, though, if someone wants to make an ugly comment, I'm all for that too.
Let them do it. It's when it's someone who shouldn't be doing it. Someone who's close to us, who should be supporting us, in my opinion. We don't own our children. Okay, I'm just going to say that we don't own our children, and whatever lifestyle they choose to lead. This is not a lifestyle. I'm just saying in general, whatever lifestyle they choose to lead. We should just respect them. As long as they're not bringing anything to you that's going to harm you or the rest of your family in any way, let them live their life.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You know what I think it is, Marccella?
What is it?
I really think it's this. And you obviously come from an older generation than me. I think a lot of people, especially in America, were sold a bill of goods. They were sold, hey, work hard, put in your time, like, yeah, you might not like your job, but like, it will help you with all the things. And so many people in this fucking country worked a job that they hated, had a family that they were not 100% into, but like, hey, you got to get a little house and you got to get a wine, you got to get some good. Like, and I think so many people,
The American dream.
yeah, I think a lot of people around your age were sold a bill of goods and they lived that life and they're realizing now that it was a miserable life, but misery likes company and they're just like, you gotta work the job. Fuck that. You gotta earn it's like, dude, you're miserable and you're just trying to drag everyone down, man. I really think it's that. I do.
People don't listen. Really, there are so many people out there who have told you guys, who have told the world, do this. It'll make you happy. And you know what? They're fucking right. Who was it who said it? Mark Twain. Do a job that you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Yeah. But people don't do that. And I also think
No, because people they like to be miserable. People, they're so addicted to being down and having something to complain about that they will literally go out of their way to put themselves in situations where they are miserable. I know people who will continually get the same exact job and, oh God, oh, this place is so horrible. Like, well, then quit. Oh, it's easier said than done. No, it's not. It's really easy. You walk in and you say, I quit. And then you know what? Go work at a fucking gas station for a year and see if you enjoy that. Find out what you really like.
yeah, you might not even want to work. You might want to be a beach bum. Like and it's like, yeah, but then how am I going to pay for this? It's like, well, dude, why did you get a fucking 30-year mortgage? Why would you do that? Like, why would you fucking, like, you now you're in debt to the bank forever. Why would you go to college for $200,000 so you can study the theory of dance? Like, who the fuck told you that was oh, really? The college told you that was a good idea? Wow. It sounds like a fucking salesperson with a red tie. Like, dude.
Is that anything like studying video game music?
Video game music?
Mm-hmm. The evolution of music in video games?
Dude, me and Brandon on the last episode, we were talking about what the fuck, dude. The wind just scared the shit out of me. I thought someone broke in. Holy shit! I thought I had to fight fucking Zeus for a second. Shit got serious. My Aquarius skills locked in. That's right. I know Aquarius is actually an air sign, not water. That actually bummed me out because I like to swim. Anyways,
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about music and video games because we were talking about Grand Theft Auto
I told
Vice.
you I was psychic.
We were talking about Grand Theft Auto Vice City and how awesome the music in that game was. But yeah, no, music in video games it's great because I don't know, is it like, so wait, did you study that? It sounds like you studied that.
No, it was actually Riley. But whenever one of my kids does anything, we do it together. Sort of. It's like we want to play a video game and I'm a gamer.
I don't know, all this love and affection. I don't know. My family is more yelling and then like high-fiving at the end and it's like, where's the meatballs?
Oh, I don't think we eat meatballs.
You don't eat meatballs?
I'm not Italian.
No, you guys cook with a lot of cilantro though. And I learned
cilantro. No, I don't use cilantro.
Is that more of a Central America thing?
Yes.
Okay. So Mexico is more corn, right?
I like corn.
And pork.
Quite a bit.
A lot of pork.
But no, I'm not really fond of pork. I mean, I like bacon.
No, I'm just talking about overall. Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you. Why are you so sensitive?
Because you're getting very hostile.
I'm very strong, bad.
I can't believe you knew. I can't believe you knew the fun. I can't believe. I'm gonna play that after this episode.
You're gonna go look for this one. It's one of Marzipan's answer machines. Where Homestar, Strong Bad calls her and he says, "You owe us $20. You owe us $40." And then he says, "You said you'd bake us a cake," and he literally starts singing. "You said you'd bake us a cake. You said you'd bake us a cake." So every time my kid comes home from school and he's like, "Mom, are you going to bake a cake?" Then one of my other kids starts, you said you'd bake us a cake. And I'm like, oh my God, here it comes. And then we literally sing it.
That's crazy. Dude, look at that. Look at that. Letting the fucking younger generation know about, well, actually, no, wait, hold on. Your kids are like roughly my age, so.
Well, except for the little one, yeah.
But she knows about Homestar Runner?
I mean, she's heard references. She's not really into that. I told you, she just wants to code.
Yeah, well, tell her to code a website that's like Homestar Runner.
It's coding and Kingdom Hearts in this house.
Kingdom Hearts. Why do I know that? That's a video game, right?
It is. It is.
They still make Kingdom Hearts? No way.
I mean,
Get the No, they don't still make this game. There's no way. This game 2020 Kingdom Hearts. Get the dude, this game was Kingdom Hearts original
Epic.
release. Cuz it's kind of like an anime game. 2002 was the original.
Yeah, it's like by the same people who made Final Fantasy.
I was going to say it looks like Final Fantasy. Hold on. Final Fantasy original release. 1987.
I wasn't even a mom yet. I was in high school.
The graphics actually, I gotta admit, for 1987, the graphics don't look that bad. They're actually pretty good.
Yeah, I love that shit. That one and I liked Street Fighter when I was a kid.
This is so funny. Me and Brandon he talked about Mortal Kombat and I brought up Tekken. Do you remember Tekken?
Yes, everybody keeps asking me that. I didn't like Tekken.
What the fuck's with everyone? Was I the only one who bought the game? Because I was playing someone else. So what the fuck?
Yeah, I think you were probably the only one.
My God, I loved Tekken.
It's like, do you have a members only jacket too?
So that was I understood that joke. That was just a really bad joke.
Wow.
A members only. I'm not going to give you a courtesy laugh. When I told my insensitive jokes, you didn't say, "Oh, that was a really funny one." You were like, "Wow, you're an asshole." No, seriously.
Yeah, no, you are.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Like sometimes I'll go, "Okay, can I go over this line and get a bigger laugh?" And then when the bigger laugh doesn't come, it's not like you get a small laugh. You literally get like the complete opposite of what laughter is. It's like, whoa, like that's
Crickets.
Yeah, and then when you get crickets on a type of joke like that, then it becomes a statement. Now it's like, oh jeez, oh boy, like I gotta go get my podium. I gotta go on an apology tour. This is ugly.
Apologize.
Kiss it. Apologize.
Like Jason Banks. Jason Banks is funny.
Let me look him up. Jason Banks.
I think that's his name.
Jason Banks comedy.
Yeah.
That is the whitest black person I've ever seen in my life. Just the glasses look like we're from Abercrombie and Finch. I don't. This seems like a new comedian, correct?
Yeah, he's funny.
All right, I'll look into him because I want to get a lot of newer comedians that maybe I don't know and listen to their bits when I do that fucking stand-up comedian tier list thing. So I'll listen to him.
Oh well, then go listen to Andrew Russo. He's a TikToker.
I'm like Andrew.
Yeah,
a TikToker.
Yeah, look for his Timmy videos.
What does that even mean?
Timmy.
I looked up
It's a boy's
Andrew
name.
Russo and it looks like some old Italian gangster.
He's look on TikTok for him. Russo. Andrew Russo.
R-O-U.
SSO. Not like ROUS's.
Watch
ROUSSO.
Andrew Russo's newest TikTok. I'll listen. I'll give it a chance because I like YouTube Shorts, but I don't know this. I'm old, man. I'm getting old. Like there's things that I watch, and I know it's funny. It's like yes, that everything about that seems like it would produce laughter. But I don't laugh because I'm like, I'm old. I'm out of touch. I don't get it. But I'll...
No, maybe you just had a humorectomy.
South Park, I think. I think South Park did a joke either exactly like that or similar to that when Cartman
I
saw...
actually never liked South Park.
Oh, that's because you don't know anything about comedy. To be fair, I haven't watched the past 2 seasons. I think...
I just said that I don't like comedy. I like horror.
What are some of your favorite horror stuff? Like films and TV shows and all that?
Oh, I like old horror films. Prince of Darkness, 1987. Sinjanor, 1990. But that's like campy shit.
Do you like any...
Halloween.
Okay, the original Halloween, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Do you like any suspense or thriller movies that are older?
Dial M for Murder.
I never saw it.
It's a Hitchcock film. It's even
Oh,
before I was born.
Oh, what's the one with the window? Something through the window or whatever.
Rear Window
Is that the one where
with Jimmy Cagney and Grace Kelly.
is that where he's in the wheelchair and he's got?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good movie. That's a
Yep.
great movie. I don't know like
Well, they
if
kind of remade it, you know.
really
Well, with a woman, it was what's that chick's name
They did
from
one-
Sunshine Moving Company?
they did one of those.
Sunshine Cleaning. Sunshine.
They did a movie where a
Yeah,
girl's a
yeah.
peeper. Not a like, come on, people. What are we doing?
She's a recluse. Like she can't leave her house. What do they call that? There's a phobia for that. You can't leave the house. Like she doesn't want to go outside in the world. Amy Adams. Her name is Amy Adams. You know, the one from that movie with the aliens.
I had a good joke too, but now the timing's all off. Amy.
Yeah.
Amy Adams. Amy.
You need an assistant to look these things up for you.
Yeah, my ex liked her a bunch. She's good. I don't. She's like kind of thumpy, like
What does that mean?
Thumpy is like a nice way of saying.
Like a rabbit?
No, it's a nice way of saying skinny fat, but also like she's melting at the same time.
I don't understand.
Like she's got her freshman 15 on her, but it's also kind of sad. Like she's just like thumpy. She's thumpy.
What does that have to do with looking shit up for you?
No, I was talking about like her presence on camera.
Yeah, but we're not on camera.
No, I'm talking about her, and she's an actress.
Yeah, but I said you needed an assistant, and you said, yeah, my ex, and then you started saying she was fat.
No, I don't know. You didn't hear me. My ex likes Amy Adams. She.
Oh, I apologize. I was confused for a moment. I wanted to know what the hell that had to do with this conversation.
That is all good. She. Maybe she needs to be in a really good. To be fair, I didn't see American Hustle because it just looked like a movie where you got a bunch of actors who are A-list who really should be B-list in a movie together.
Happens all the time.
Arrival was meh. I didn't see
Arrival. That's the one. I just read that book.
I didn't see Enchanted.
Enchanted? Yeah, I have kids. I was obligated.
She was in Catch Me If You Can.
She was also in Superman.
I didn't.
Man of Steel.
Catch Me If You Can. I don't watch many. There's very few superhero movies I've seen.
So you're not a DC fan?
Oh, she was the girl with braces. That's Amy Adams? Wow, yeah, she had two ways to go. Yeah, she did become thumpy. She could have stayed.
Wow.
She could have. Well, she could have. It's her style. I'm not like discrediting her. But,
well, so she did The Woman in the Window, which was kind of like a reimagining of Rear Window. Yeah. Oh, and she's in Dear Evan Hansen, I think. I haven't seen the movie, but I saw the play.
Oh, that's a new movie. The Woman in the Window.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Is it a Netflix original?
Possibly.
Well, if it is, it's bad then. So if it's a Netflix original, I already don't have to see it.
Okay.
But have you ever seen The Thing?
You mean with Kurt Russell?
Yes, that's the only one that you have to see. Is the one with Kurt Russell. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's actually my favorite movie.
Is it really?
It is. Since I was a kid, I would fall asleep to it.
I knew I was autistic. This is great. You used to fall asleep to The Thing?
Yeah, I have it on DVD right here in my room.
It's technically like almost like a redone or remake of I think 1954 or 57 movie called The Thing.
The Thing from Outer Space?
I think that's what it's called. And it's really different because obviously the technology that they had in 1982 or in the 80s was way different, but and then they made a remake, I think like 10 years ago.
It was actually called A Thing from Another World, right? And yeah, it was technically loosely based on, it's based on it, but it's shit, that original movie. And then the other one is supposed to be a prequel to the 1981 version.
I didn't even give it a chance. Was it good? If you have to think about it, can it really be a good movie?
I mean, it answers some questions. With what happened to the Swedes? Because at the beginning they went to the other base, and so it answers those questions. That was the only purpose, to be honest with you.
Oh,
but there was a video game. There was a video game made about that, right?
No, but I can definitely see that being a video game, especially like in the 80s or 90s, making a thing video game. So they made a movie that basically shows what happened in the Swedish site on in Antarctica. Well, whatever. Was it Antarctica? I always forget exactly where they were. It was in Antarctica, right? Like that's how
Yeah,
what they were
it's in the
presenting.
Arctic, and they were Norwegian.
Or they're Norwegian. Okay. I thought they called them Swedes at one point.
I said the Swedes. I was kidding.
No, but I thought they said the Swedes in the
Did they?
original.
I don't know. They were Norwegian, and it's actually with. Do you know Mary Elizabeth Winstead? She was in one of those stupid death movies where if you don't die, that it comes after you. What was the name of those movies?
Final Destination.
Those things. Yeah, she was the one on the roller coaster. So she's there, and she's a I think she's a paleontologist or something, and they drag her out into the snow to study this thing.
But you don't know it answered questions, but wasn't. I just know that the one guy from Beer Fest is in it.
Who's the guy from Beer Fest?
The guy who played one of the German guys in Beer Fest. He's done a lot of comedy stuff. So he was in this Beer and the Thing remake. I don't know. I just love the John Carpenter one so much. Like when I was thinking of the Swedes or Norwegians, I remember it's like what's that one line? I'm gonna butcher. It's like Pop Gun with his like little pop pistol or whatever. Because the old guy is the guy who shoots the fucking dude like literally in the eye and kills the last of the Swedes, and then the dog is safely in the other camp.
Yes.
It's a great movie. And then I didn't want to see the remake because I thought they're probably going to use a ton of CGI. But they did. Okay. And one of the things that made the original so great was the craftsmanship that went towards all the fucking little characters and fucking disgusting mutations and all like
the guy's head
when it falls off his body. Yeah.
So you know that in the movie the second one.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see either of them, but I'm just saying.
Well, they do an Easter egg, a callback to that, where one of the kids who had died, his head is in a freezer, and he becomes that spider.
And it's upside down.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because if the head's upside down, then it's exactly like the original, the original thing. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, well, it was you have to see it. I mean, if you like horror, but you don't like horror, do you?
I like making fun of horror movies. There's not a lot of good ones. It's hard. Well, I was telling my friend
because of the CGI, I think.
I also think.
I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I also think it's hard to make a horror movie because, at the end of the day, it's going to be on a screen. Like, it's on a screen, right? So then when a horror movie, like, they do jump scares a lot, and, like, people just go, oh, it was just a bunch of jump scares. It's like, yeah, but, like, how, unless they're going to fuck with you psychologically, like, it's really kind of hard to scare anyone with a screen unless they do some sort of jump scare. So, like, they're kind of, it's in a bad, like, they're already behind the 8 ball when they're trying to make a horror movie.
Right, which is when you said that, the CGI with the Thing, and it's not a remake, it's a prequel. I prefer the movies from the 70s, 80s, the 60s too, because they didn't have that technology, and then you had to rely on, I'm going to use this now because I know what it is, a green screen, and other things like, American Werewolf in London, my second favorite film.
That's why I always make fun of Brandon with that because I go an African American in London, and it's just like,
oh my god.
Well, that's him though. He puts that in he's like, I'm an African American or I think Black American. I forget in London. I'm like, oh, so you're an American Werewolf in London.
I don't think Brandon's a werewolf.
No, I just like it's just funny.
He's a comedian. Werewolves are not funny.
But
they're not.
I always forget though. What is that movie? This is a stupid question. What is that movie about? I get the title says it all, but like seriously.
Okay, so it's two college students who are backpacking across Europe, and they end up in the wrong place. They end up at this pub in the middle of the night. It's called the Slaughtered Lamb. We actually have a theme restaurant in Manhattan called the Slaughtered Lamb Pub, based off of that movie. So they end up there, and they start asking questions, and they get kicked out. and they kind of feel guilty, the people in the pub. And when they go to get them, the two guys have already been attacked, and one of them survives. So now he's a werewolf.
And that's it. It's just his story
Well, it's about his he's supposed to be like what 19, 20 years old maybe, and he's just he's trapped in this other country. He's in the hospital for weeks, and he wakes up and his best friend shows up all tattered, all torn up to pieces, telling him, "Hey, you got to kill yourself. You're going to be a werewolf."
Wait, hold on. What kind of? I always thought this was a comedy movie. This is a horror movie.
Yes, I just said that.
Okay, so his one friend dies, but it is now talking to him in the hospital.
Yeah. So one of the things that has been, I think, that is consistent with werewolf legends is that you're so guilty, you feel so guilty for having killed these people that their souls torment you. The ghosts come to you and torment you until you die or kill yourself or whatever. And you'll see the ghost of the last victim, of the person that turned you, and then you'll see the ghost of all of your victims.
Huh. Alrighty. Yeah, maybe I don't know, maybe I'll check it out. I mean, it's 1981, so maybe.
You'll like it.
Maybe it reminded me, I know it's a completely opposite movie, but it just reminded me of a movie called The World's End, which is like a comedy, but like kind of like supposed to like psych you out.
With James Franco?
No, that's.
Oh wait, yeah, no, that's the other one. So you're talking
that's
about
okay. I get
Simon
that.
Pegg.
Yeah, so Simon Pegg, and then the fat guy who's always with him in the movies. They have made so many good movies together though, like 4 or 5 of them. They made Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead,
yeah,
Paul, and
was he in Paul?
Yeah, Seth Rogen was the guy who did the voice of the alien.
Oh.
Yeah. What's the... I'm forgetting the other one. This is going to drive me nuts. Hold on. If I look up Simon Pegg.
Nick Frost.
There you go. Nick Frost comes up, and then I look at Nick Frost movies because he's only known for the ones he did with Simon Pegg. All right, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, The World's End, Paul. Truth Seekers is new. Haven't seen that. Maybe just 4 Why Women Kill.
Truth Seekers was a series. It was actually pretty interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cute. He wasn't in Run Fat Boy Run, which I liked, but Simon.
I liked that movie too.
I liked it too. I thought it was a cute movie.
And a cute movie.
It was a cute movie. I thought it was cute. It's not all right. How would you?
I like Simon Pegg very much. I am anticipating that he's going to write the next Star Trek film.
He's gonna write it?
He wrote the last one.
Well, I didn't see them. Are they good? I'm guessing you like them.
It was different.
All right.
I have to catch up on Picard now, actually.
Is that a series, like a spinoff or something?
I guess you're not a fan of Star Trek.
I am very... I live under a rock with a lot of things.
Yes, that's right, Patrick. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Patrick at least had a TV.
I do have a TV, but I only watch very few things on it. That's funny.
There are just way too many Star Trek series now for you to go in and binge.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're dedicated. There's the original series, there's Discovery, there's Voyager, there's The Next Generation, there's DS9, there's a couple of new ones, there's all the movies. We're going down a rabbit hole now. Picard.
How about this? I'll get a tattoo, and in a couple months, if I still like it...
What is with you and tattoos?
It was a callback, and you wouldn't let me finish.
So Riley has this really fucking amazing tattoo on her forearm of a keyblade.
A what?
A keyblade.
What is a keyblade, Marccella?
It's from the game. We talked about this already, didn't we?
We talked about video games.
Kingdom Hearts. It's a weapon.
And how long has Riley had this tattoo?
A couple of years.
Riley is ready for the transit. Doctor, don't worry. I signed off on it. Ready for the transit.
You're such an asshole.
Let's go. The doctor, put that lab coat on. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's bring our boys home.
Riley's not ready yet. Time.
Time is key. Marccella, Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I gotta go eat my dinner.
You know what I have to do? I have to go to sleep.
No.
I feel like I've been talking because I was
At 7 o'clock.
dude, I'm an old man. I was talking to Brandon for so long. And I'm just like, man, I'm fucking.
Yeah, Brandon was nice.
No, I'm not. You can do.
No, I was just saying he's nice. That's all.
I'm telling you, man, if you don't like a lot of comedy, but try to look him up and listen to his comedy.
I still want to like him. I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Well, that I kind of do the same thing. I don't, and he knows this. I don't listen to any of his stand up, which I think he's secretly like, oh yeah, thanks for supporting me, asshole. But I love talking to him because he's a really funny person. So you would,
Well, it was.
you would think I would look it up.
You, Jamie.
Yeah, Marccella.
And, keep burninating the internet.
Burning 8 on the internet.
Keep burninating the internet. Burninating. Never mind, Trogdor.
Yeah. Wow.
You just killed it. You killed it. I'm sorry.
It was me. It was me that killed that one.
Yeah.
All right.
It was you. It was you that killed it.
At the end of the show, I'll take the L on that.
Just do some burial and we're good.
All right, Marccella.
Condolences.
You have a good one. Thanks for coming on.
Take care, Jamie.